Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. So it's a general reporting and duty. I am recording on two platforms, which is Facebook and YouTube. So if I'm looking back and forth, that's the reason why. As I always tell you all, that I love you so much with my heart and with my life. And the reason that, and also whenever I'm not speaking with you all, I most definitely have you all in my prayers, okay? So the reason why I am speaking today is because there is something that is most definitely truly going on that our Father is not pleased of. I am not pleased of myself. And one of those things is the issue that's going on with Ukraine and Russia. Okay. First and foremost, Ukraine, I love you. It most definitely, we do see an example of friends in Ukraine. We do see an example of good courage and not willing to just lay down and give up something that's rightfully belongs to them. Okay. Um, I also love, the people of Russia. It is not, let's be clear about this, okay? It is not everyone in Russia, okay? That's not what's going on. And there are people that are out there and they're protesting and they're standing against it. And for those, I stand with them, and I want to let you know that I love you. Continue to be of good courage as well, okay? Um, so the main concern is that um, the true concern is that this contaminated pollution that's being spreaded, this is being spreaded not only throughout Ukraine, but it's being spreaded throughout the world. Okay. And that is a true problem and a true concern. Okay. Again, Putin is, I'm not sure. Well, I do know, but that contamination that is being, that contamination is truly becoming a pollution to everyone. And to be very frank about the situation, the Bible tells us that we are supposed to love one another, and love our neighbors like we love ourselves. And this is the issue that that's truly concerning, because if you would do this to your neighbor country, who else will you do this to? Okay, that's the first thing. And that's a true concern. Again, like I said, though, this pollution has begun to spread across the world. Okay. And it's not a good look for yourself, your leadership of the great country. Okay. As I always say, I truly do have love for everyone. And I don't pass judgment on anyone. Okay. That is for my Father to do. However, what I don't like and what I cannot agree with is contaminated pollution that is affecting others. Okay. And this pollution that's being spreaded is becoming a brick wall. Okay. A brick wall for lives, people of Ukraine, people of Russia, and every other country that is there to support Ukraine. Okay. And in order to um, in order to um, break through something, okay, the Father instructs us that we must apply pressure. All right. In order to break through something, you have to apply pressure um, to be able to get through. And the last thing that anyone would want to see, especially my father, but it's the fact that many have already innocent blood has been shedded. Is to see continuing more and more and more and more people lives be taken and affected because of one person's pollution that is being spreaded. And that's exactly what it is. It's one person's pollution that is being spreaded. For all the countries involved, it is a great thing and a very pleasing thing to see you support Ukraine. I would urge you all to continue to do so. Um, Continue to do so by the best means possible. I do understand that as leaders of when you are a leader, you most definitely have to always think about everyone that is under you. And I am praying that God is able to direct every last one of you on the best thing to do. But I will say that, again, in order to break through something, you do have to apply pressure. This situation again is unnecessary. It is becoming it's now appearing to be a situation again of bullying, of simply trying to interfere with something that does not belong to you. And that is not something that my father represents in no way, form, or fashion. Okay. And to be honest, this is my father's house. This is my father's house. And for you or anyone to take things to this extreme, to take something that truly doesn't belong to any one of us, is truly beyond the imagination, even beyond my imagination to continue to do this. And lives are being taken. Lives are being taken. The anxiety of people, not of just Ukraine, but I can only imagine, but people of the world, even your own people. The fact that people that are standing against the war, standing against this decision, these people are being mishandled is very displeasing. Okay. So again, you're doing it to your neighbors and you're doing it to your own people. Now, this is what I see on TV. However, I do have my own things that I cannot discuss here on the social media platform. But it's very displeasing. This contamination has truly polluted and continues to pollute everyone. And I say that it must be stopped. It must be stopped. In the Bible, there was a story of Goliath and David. And Goliath had, he had a good run. He did. And for many, he was entertainment. He was entertainment until he met David. Okay. And after he met David, his entertainment stopped and he stopped as well. Okay. Again, I am not a politician, so I am not quite sure on how certain things are, okay? Or how certain things go. But what I can tell you is that this, again, has become this pollution has become a brick wall, okay? It is stopping some things that cannot afford to be stopped, okay? Again, thank you for all the countries that are supporting, but even with that, when you think about people having to flee to another country, all of that, all that will take effect on that country, on the people of the Ukrainian people, everyone. Everyone is feeling its effect. Gas prices are now rising up even more. As I stated in other videos, we all, as our own nations, have our own things that we are dealing with and struggling with and trying to recover from COVID-19. This is one of the things that we cannot afford. I don't know what this includes. And then the fact that you are threatening people for supporting Ukraine is, again, very displeasing. It's very displeasing. No, the Father will not forget. The Father will not forget everything and any and everything that is done, that's done in the sake of trying to take something from someone else. Anything that is done that is not done in righteousness, my Father will not forget. Understand that, know that, and trust that. I trust that. And I hope that you are trusting it as well. Anything that has become, that is a brick wall to his people, is displeasing to him. Anything. And what I want you to not forget is that the fact is that you are hurting your own people. And that speaks a lot to me as a leader. Are leaders perfect? No, they're not. Will you do everything perfectly? No, you will not. But for you leaders that is carrying on, okay, because when you're in a leadership position, and you're appointed to be a leader, you're appointed to be a leader for a reason. You are being entrusted with other people's lives, other people's well-being. Will you be perfect? No. Are there things in place? Yes. I understand that. And it's not just him, but it's many others as well that truly have contamination, that is contaminated within your heart. And you let that out, and you have the audacity to let that out amongst your people that you have been in charge of leading. Truly causing harm. truly causing harm, inflicting pain against your own people. I am not speaking to everyone. Every last one of you are not like that. But we just have some. There are some of you that truly make my heart smile. It's a joy to um, see you speak to your people. I will not get into a list of names because you always get um, I don't want to feel like I'm leaving no one out. But there are truly a lot of people, a lot of leaders that I have seen that again brings joy to my heart. The way that you speak up for your people, the way that you're standing for what's right, because that's what it's about right now. It's not about um, this side, that side. It's about right and wrong at this point. It's about right and wrong. And this whole situation is completely wrong. Um, exactly. As I stated in another video, this is in the day of Pharaoh. Regardless if you believe it or not, uh, again, Pharaoh was defeated. Judgment Day, we all will see Judgment Day, including you. And depending on where you stand, is how my Father will deal with you. Um, I do see that everyone is trying to deliver patience. No one wants to go to war. I don't want to see um, my country in war. I don't want to see any country. And neither does my Father. But my Father stands for the righteous, and I stand for the righteous as well. This is an example, um, period, of not just laying down. You never lay down and let someone take something that is rightfully belongs to you. And I hope that we all see this as an example. Every nation see it as an example and person. I don't care what race you are, what status you have. What's yours is yours. Um, and one thing that we all have is human rights, and that's something that our Father has given us. He is our creator, and no man can take that from us, not one. Um, the whole, I must say as well, if attention is something that you're looking for, it's not the correct attention again. It's making the leadership, and I'm not going to say all leadership, but it's making, you know, some of Russia's leadership looks very, it's not a good look. Okay. There is an ending to it. You got to ask yourself, what side are you going to stand on? However you want to continue, what side do you want to stand on? Because there is an ending. And I can tell you that now. My Father will not continue to allow it to happen. Okay? It's very sad. It's very sad and very, like I said, sad, disappointing, and displeasing. the information about children and mothers and families. The tearing down of Ukraine, beautiful country that is slowly before our eyes. Um, it's being demolished. Again, my father's property. It's being demolished. And it's being demolished because um and it's being demolished because again of one person, or I'm not sure how many is involved, but um pollution that is spreading. I'm glad to know the plans of Ukraine and getting the country back um, built better. Matter of fact, that's what I pray over Ukraine, that anything that was lost and it comes back double and better. Okay. Um, but even that, of the thought of people going to war, and it will end. Like I said, it will end. So um, now there's going to be damage to Ukraine, and then the fact of them having to do that, you leave it up to me. Russia should have. You went over there. You're going over there doing that. You should be the biggest percentage of who has to help them build it back up, because it's truly unnecessary. You're telling people to stop sanctions. No. Matter of fact, at this point, we at this point, because I don't think you want to like really talk or anything. So at this point, um, I can most definitely, and I'm pretty sure others can as well. We really can go without hearing any of that. Um, there is no stopping until you stop. There is no stopping until you stop. It's simple as that, and you need to stop. You need to stop it. You need to stop. Let your soldiers go home. Let the Ukrainians come home. Let every other soldier and every other person that's there to assist and support the Ukrainians, for them to go home to their families. I am truly praying that it does not have to go that far, and God can truly touch your heart. That our Father can touch your heart, and you can truly see the error of your ways, and you can let go. It's okay. Um, it's okay to let go and accept the things that's going on, accept the things you have done. You talk to the Father about it. I always say, repent and you keep going. But this situation, hurting my Father's people, damaging my Father's property, is a no-fly zone. Um, yeah, you must be stopped. You must be stopped. There's no way around that. For every country, I don't care if what type of threat it is. I am praying that every country is protected, and it will be. Um, but this cannot continue to go on. I don't know what it's going to take. Continue to do more sanctions or whatever, to get you to understand that this is not going to be it. At this point, I don't really care to hear about why. At this point, I don't really want to. It seems like they're trying to have conversations with you. All of that really, it just means absolutely nothing to you, because one thing, then there's another thing that happens, saying one thing, then another thing happens, and then the whole time, our people, my father's people, are being affected. My father's property is being damaged. And you truly can keep your threats to yourself, because you're already doing enough. Keep your threats to yourself. Go ahead and do whatever you're going to do, but it will be stopped and it will come to an end. And then when it comes to it, when it stops and it comes to an end, wherever you're standing at on that side of things, that's where you're going to remain. I stand on that. And every country need to understand that. Because this is not a game. This is not a joke. This is people's lives. The this is the country in itself. This is my country. This is your country, and this is absolutely absurd. Okay, and it's nothing. Nobody is scared. Let's get that clear. Nobody is scared. There is no fear. Okay, what it sounds like is that a lot of people have compassion. They have compassion for their own country, their own people, and they have compassion of the people of Russia. Okay, that's what it looks like. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what I'm hoping that it is. I don't know who you think you are, or who you what is all this thing that you're creating here, but that's not what it is. Anyone that is in support of you, every country, every last country that is in support of you, in support of you doing this to your very own people and to your neighbor, they'll meet judgment day as well. This is about right and wrong. And where do you stand? Where does your nation stand? Where does your nation stand? And you are the leader of your nations. That is goes for every last one, every last leader. Every last leader of these countries. Where do you stand? Right or wrong? However, the choice is yours. God gives us all free will. Make your choice. But I will say, you better make your choice wisely. Because the wrath of my Father. And again, regardless if you believe in him or not, you believe in God or not, that is not my concern. My concern is to only deliver it to you that the wrath of my Father will prevail. Where do you stand? Every single leader, where do you stand at with for you and your people? And your ones that are even have the talk to support this is a complete disgrace again to your leadership and to your nation. And when I think about when it's all over with and said and done, because it will be an ending, and I am praying that this ending will be one of that it's not uh, too much more damage has to be done. But I do understand that our Father does allow some things. And He's allowed some things because there's a wake up call sometimes that needs to take place. But this is the thing. When it's all over said and done, and depending on the side that you're standing on, what you do in this moment is how every other leader, how those leaders will be looked upon from that nation. Because this right here, this moment is very critical. There's a new thing going on. And sometimes in order for a new thing to um, to come through, the old things must fade away. And you have to ask yourself, how do you want your country to be presented? Where do you want your country to stand? That's a question that you all must ask yourselves. Again, I love every last one of you. I love every last country. I love everyone. I do not have a person that I do not love. I love everyone with my heart. Um, and I pray and hope for peace. However, there are things that are in my Father's plan, and those are the things that none of us can go against. But I'm only just here to tell you that these are the things that are displeasing, and these are the things that you must ask yourself, because these are the things that will take place. These are the things that will take place. Um, I love you all. Again, I am praying. I will be in prayer, in communication with our Father about the leaders of the country and about you all being able to make the best decisions that will benefit and be a true support of Ukraine, um, with the thought in mind of being able to, protect your own people. Okay, it is very important to do that and to have great thought with that. Um, for every country that is accepting the Ukrainian people, God bless you. Like I said, every country that's in support of them, God bless you. I pray that the countries don't lack anything. I pray that whatever is lost, that is replenished to you in double portion. I pray that you all are able to accept with true compassion the Ukrainian people in your states with compassion and understanding until we all get through this, because this is an all thing. It's becoming an all type of situation. However, I'm just here to tell you that my Father stands with the righteous. Um, President Zelensky, stay strong. Stay strong. And I know how tough it can be to be in the middle of a battle. I've never had to be in an actual, not a president, so I don't have that type of literally, but I know what it is to be in a battle and have to remain strong and strong for others around me, strong for myself, my family. I pray for your strength. I pray for your ability to endure. Stay of good courage. Continue to be the leader that God has created you to be. I know everything will work out. Um, yes. Um, Again, I'm going to get ready to, that's pretty much all I have to say for now. Again, this is so dissatisfying and so displeasing. Um, but the Father God is most definitely with us all. I truly, again, I hate to see um, fighting and all of that. I don't want to see that for no one. But you just can't lay down and give up. And when it comes down to a bully situation, a lot of times the um, the victim of a bully situation is may not be always supported in the way that they should be, because the bully always make their side more entertaining. But my Father says a new time has come. And we don't play with bullies. And we support the righteous. contaminated pollution really no longer has a true place on my father's property in our habitat. And that's what this is. Same thing as racism and discrimination, as if I've spoken on before, which pollutes our nation and this world. Support Ukraine. Support one another. Support Ukraine and support one another. Our God will see us through. Justice for the families. I have not forgotten. That's something that still is on. True concern is justice for our families. And those are the families that are still mourning because their families or someone in their family has been hurt or hurt. Life has been taken, and their life has been taken prematurely. Okay, again, same scenario, bully situation. Bully situation. I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm more powerful, the law is on my side, that type of thing. Yeah. Justice for the family. I am praying that, again, racism and discrimination, that song is a song that is so, I'm tired of hearing it play, and many people of this nation and many people of the world is tired of hearing it play. It is quite old. It is boring. It's no entertainment for none of us. Again, like I said, out with the old, in with the new. There's new issues, new concerns that need to be addressed. Racism and discrimination, the same thing. That pollution is a brick wall. Same thing, a pressure must be applied to break through. Please, I'm sorry, no please or excuse me any longer. No please or excuse me any longer. Move and goodbye. Because God got some creative people that need to get through. Okay? God got some, my father, he has creative people that needs to get through. All right? So we can begin to make this world a better place. Perfect? No. Will there still be things? Yes. There's a lot more other things that we have to deal with in this world, in this life. But the racism, discrimination, the bullying, old news. Old news. I cannot, the fact of our children still dealing with this it's just something that it's just not acceptable. Okay, it's been going. All right, we want to see a new show now. We want to see a new show, and we're going to see a new show. Bullies, pollution, racism, and discrimination pollution. Yeah, your time is up. Long overdue. past due, eviction notice served. And you know how that goes. Once you get your eviction notice, you can either move out voluntarily or you're going to get put out. It's simple as that. But I refuse to allow my child, his children, my neighbor's child, their children, the children of this world, their children, to continue to deal with the same thing. Move along so we can let creativity come through. Move along so we can let love and kindness come through. Move along so we can let compassion come through. Okay? Move along so we can let unity come through. Move along so we can allow some of these other business ideas to come through. Okay? Move along so we can allow some other people to become, get their heart desires. Okay? Because you say, well, if you work hard, yeah, you can. You can work very hard. But then the reality of it is that these things that I have spoken of is a true brick wall. There are a lot of people that's working really hard. But those things, racism, discrimination, bullying, pollution, is still in every industry. Not one is exempt. Is everybody displaying or displaying that type of pollution? Is spreading that type of pollution? No. Thank you for the ones that are not. I love you. Show it more, display it more. It's a wonderful thing to see. But then it's many, many that are. Stop the pollution. Stop the pollution. As simple as that. Or go in your homes. It's fine. Or go ahead and remove yourselves. Stay in your homes majority of the time, or just like I said, remove yourselves. And with some of you, that's what the problem is. Some of you truly need to be removed from position. I don't know how some of y'all even got in position. I don't know how I don't know how racism and discrimination and bullying has been in. I just don't know. But your time is up. Your time is up. It's like a born old show. I said born old, not old, because some shows that's old, but I love to this day. They never get old to me. Those shows are good shows. Those shows made in the 70s and I could still go back and watch them. I like those shows. Yeah, because those shows had substance. But then, see, some of these shows don't have no substance. Racism, discrimination, bullying, that type of stuff. That stuff has no substance. It's like a show that's just boring and old. You don't even give it 1 second. You just flip past it. Equality is worth fighting for. And Ukraine is showing us that. They standing on their ground. They're standing on their ground. They're saying, no, this is ours. You are not coming in here to take it. We are equal. This is what it is. We are our own country. Same thing. Again, my heart goes out to every family that is truly being affected by racism, discrimination, bullying, pollution. My heart is with you. The Father is with you. I am praying for every last one of you. And I mean that with my heart. And I'm praying that you all see justice. Ukraine, I'm praying the same thing. Declaring victory over every family. Claiming victory over Ukraine. Claiming victory for the righteous that is standing in Russia. And they're saying, no, we don't support these. Claiming victory for every soldier that doesn't want to be a part. For every soldier, what I can say to you is this. Again, this is one of those things where you stand on what's right and what's wrong. And the soldiers of Russia, stand on the side that you feel. Countries support the ones that want to stand on the right side of things. Because you can't really win a war if you don't got nobody out there fighting. And I don't know if you're going to be willing to go out there like I see President Zelensky doing. It's ridiculous. Stand on the right side of things. Some people will lead you to a cliff. Lead you to a cliff and leave you there. And it's just not worth no one's life. Not the soldiers, not the families, no one. Again, I love everyone. I really wish that, truthfully and honestly, from my heart, I wish that we would not be in this place. And I really wish, and I'm praying that we can come to some type of compromise. Well, no, I'm sorry, I'm using the wrong word, not compromise, but peace. There's no compromising with trying to get somebody else's things. All right? We all make mistakes. I'm not perfect either. But you turn away from your mistakes, you ask for forgiveness, and you move on. And I am praying that that is what can take place. That we can move on. And let it go. Understand understand your position and where you stand. The same thing with racism and discrimination. Understand your position and where you stand, but it's not amongst the population any longer. Simple as that. Okay? We're not going to continue to do that. We're just not. All right, you guys. So, again, I love you all. God bless you all. God bless every last one of you. You all have a wonderful, wonderful day. A blessed day. A peaceful day I'm praying for. And that's all for now. Until next time. And always remember that, yes, God is our best friend. And you also have a friend in me. Bye-bye.